Ever been to Philadelphia? You're going to want to go after this segment. Gregg Caren from the Philadelphia Convention and Visitors Bureau joins us ahead of a big concert tonight, actually in Toronto.
That's right. The Philadelphia Orchestra is going to be here for not the first time. Actually, the first time Philadelphia Orchestra ever left the United States was to Toronto over 100 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's democracy through culture and art. And that's really what the theme is for our orchestra. They travel the world doing this, and it's great to have it so close and just be in Toronto, just an hour's flight from Philadelphia.
Okay, so tonight's concert in Toronto is sold out. That means we have to get on a plane or get in the car and go to Philadelphia to see them.
It is an accessible city, a diverse city, city of arts, culture, food, and everything you might want to imagine. And the flights are a quick flight by the time you're up in the air, you're landing again. But for a drive for a family, 7 hours is a quick, with a lot of things to look at, a lot of scenery along the way.
So much history there.
It's the seat of American democracy. I mean, I always talk about people who go to see Hamilton and learn more about American history than they've ever learned before. But if you really, truly want to be in the room where it happened, the home of the
first... Are you going to sing that?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not as good a rapper as...
Okay, the room where it happened.
The room where it happened. The first Continental Congress was in a place called Carpenter's Hall, which is celebrating the 250th birthday of the beginning of our independence. And of course, 2026 will be the semi-quincentennial 250th birthday of the birth of the nation. Constitution, Declaration of Independence, all happened in Philadelphia.
Okay, Liberty Bell is there?
The Liberty Bell, it's cracked, you got to be careful. But it is really truly the symbol of freedom around the world. And, you know, we have a theme, I think you may have showed it in the intro, of come for Philadelphia, stay for Philly. What that means is people are coming to Philadelphia for what they think they know. They're traditional, Rocky, cheesesteaks.
Oh yeah,
history,
Rocky,
all these great
the steps.
things. But the stay for Philly is about all those unknown surprises. We've been called by the Michelin Guide the world's largest outdoor art museum because we have 4,000 plus outdoor murals wherever you go in the city. Just walking around, it's like being at an outdoor museum.
Okay. What else? What other cultural touchstones can you get in?
So we're Old City Philadelphia, the historical section is called America's Most Historic Square Mile. It feels like a European town. It's cobblestone streets, and you see the character actors walking around playing Betsy Ross, Ben Franklin, George Washington. But it's that stay for Philly, it's that food culture, James Beard Award winners, culinary delights that you started our Reading Terminal Market, which is one of the best public markets in the world, been around for 120 years. 80 stalls, all privately owned and operated. All these delicacies that you can try just walking through the Reading Terminal.
Okay, and it's a very walkable city, right? Because it's such an old city.
It's been named America's most walkable city. If you actually start on the west side at that famous art museum and walk to the east side where our Penn's Landing is, it's no more than an hour's walk. And within that, you've got the most historic neighborhood in America, the most historic Chinatown, and all these great communities that you can walk through and explore and just find something new every day. You
must have an easy job being the head of the Convention and Visitors Bureau, right?
You know, and I'm a transplant, so it's my adopted home. I've lived there for more than anywhere else, and it's just such a great community and such a welcoming city. Philadelphia literally translates to City of Brotherly Love.
Yeah.
And we live that and embody that every day. People do feel welcome there.
What's your very favorite part of the city?
So I think that the Reading Terminal is my favorite place because the diversity that you see, not just that's there every day, but the people from around the world visiting there. And I do love our historic district. There are not many places in the American continent that you can walk around like a European city with cobblestone streets and buildings that were built in the 15, 16, 1700s. I think that's what makes us very unique, yet we're so modern and diverse today.
Is it good for a weekend trip, a weekend getaway?
Yeah, or a long weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an easy get to, and of course, people might go into a whole Northeast corridor sort of exploration, but it's a good center point, a good hub. We have the World Cup, as you do here in Toronto, that's going to be played in Philadelphia.
We're in Hamilton.
Which
is close to Toronto.
That's right. But the beauty is that our access to New York, we're so affordable, and we get only an hour and a half drive or hour and a half train ride up to New York City. Okay.
If you're a first-time visitor, what should you kind of have on your list of things to do?
I think that you start with what we're known for. I think you do start with Rocky Steps, but make sure you go. What Rocky never did was swing those doors open at the art museum, because it is one of the best art museums in the world, and actually overseen by a Canadian national named Sasha Suda.
Okay.
And I think that people need to explore the art history, the Barnes Foundation, but also South Street and our sort of hip, young, artistic neighborhoods.
Okay. Okay. We've got to take you on a tour of Hamilton, too. So much of Philadelphia is very much like Hamilton. But, okay, this has always been on my list of travels. You put it at the top of the list.
Come visit us. Come visit us.
Good job, Greg. Okay,
Thank you.
We'll get the links up on our website, chch.com/morninglive.